Lab is about the design of the high order filter and to verify its cutoff frequency. In the previous lab we have worked on the first order filter and to verify its cutoff frequency for the different low pass filter, that is the low pass filter, high pass filter and the band pass filter. The first order filter will give you a roll off of minus 20 dB per decade. In order to get a steeper transition region and approach to more ideal condition, we will increase the order of the filter, that is we are increasing the number of the poles in the filter. The exact response of the filter depend upon the type of the filter and the number of the poles used in the filter. The silent key topology is used to implement the second order active filter. For the second order active filter, there are the two type of the filter, that is the low pass filters and the high pass filter. The second order filter will provide a roll of 40 dB per decade and more steeper curve which will approach to the ideal condition. So as we will increase the order of the filter, it will approach to more ideal condition. Our first task is the silent key low pass filters. This silent key low pass filter is just like a low pass filter with the two poles. The circuit diagram of the silent key low pass filters is shown in the figure below. It is also an active filters, as you can see that there are the two resistors R1 and R2 which is providing the gain of this filter, and there is an active component op-amp present in the filter which will provide gain of the filters, and these component will provide actually the filtering of the filters. You can see that there are the two capacitive element in the circuit and the order of the filter is 2. This will determine the number of the poles in the system, and the number of the pole will also determine the order of the system. This feedback capacitor will provide the more transition and more steeper curve in the transition region, which will approach to the ideal condition. Usually the cutoff frequency of the silent key second order filter is given by this formula, but if these two resistors and these capacitors are equal, then the cutoff frequency will simply be defined by this formulas, which is the same for the first order low pass filter. To verify its frequency response, I just applied an input signal of 1 volt VRMS at the input voltage. You can see that I have applied 1 volt input signal at the frequency of 500 Hz. Now I will check its output and will vary the input frequency to see its response. I just connected the output to 6 pin of the op-amp, which is the output pin of the op-amp. If you can see that at this point the output voltage is very low because your output frequency is very higher than the its cutoff frequency, because its cutoff frequency is 80 Hz. Now I will start the experiment with the low frequency like 10 Hz. When we will apply the 10 Hz, the output of the signal is 2 volt, which is maximum gain of the amplifiers. Now if we further increase the input frequency of the signal, the output voltage is same because it is in the mid band gain region and it will not decrease the output voltage. If we further increase the frequency to 40 Hz, then the output voltage will further increase. It was due to the transition near the cutoff frequency. It is due to resonance occur at the resonant frequency because it is a second order filter and it will produce the resonant at the resonant frequency, and when the quality factor will improve, the resonant will produce. If I increase the frequency beyond its cutoff frequency, then you can see that the output voltage will start decreasing. If I further increase the frequency to 100 Hz, it will further decrease, and if I further increase the frequency to 500 Hz, it is decreasing more. It is showing the response of second order filter. You can see that after cutoff frequency the output start the decrease in the output voltage is very quick, which shows that the in the transition region the roll off is more than the first order filter. Task is about the design of the second order high pass filters. The second order high pass filter is same as the first order low pass filter. You can clearly see in the diagram number 11.1 and 11.2 that there is only difference of the position of these capacitor and resistors, and here these capacitor and resistors that are performing actually the filtering purpose. Rest of the diagram is the same, that is the R1 resistors, R2 resistors, and here the R1 and R2 resistors, because they are just performing the gain of the amplifiers. Filtering is just performing these two parts, and this is the low pass filter because the input has resistors, and this is the high pass filter because the input is at the capacitor. The cutoff frequency formula for this filter is the same as for the low pass filters, and I have designed this filter for the same cutoff frequency, that is for the low pass filter, for just the ease of simplicity. So you can see the trend of these two filters. Only the difference is that the between the first order and second order filter is that the second order filter provide more transition than the first order filters, and it is more approach to the ideal condition. Now I will verify the frequency of high pass filter of second order filters. For this purpose I just assembled the circuit on the breadboard, and now I have changed the position of the capacitor and resistors, because as I have mentioned in the previous section that the difference between the low pass and high pass filter is just that the input it is at the resistor for the low pass filter, and the for high pass filter the input is at the capacitor. If you just interchange the value of these capacitor and resistors and this capacitor and resistor, then this low pass filter will act as a high pass filter as shown in this circuit diagram. For the ease of simplicity, I have just designed this high pass filter for the same value as that for the low pass filter in the previous task, that is with a gain of 2 and a cutoff frequency of 79 Hz. For this I have taken R of 1 kHz and the capacitor of 2 microhertz and the feedback resistors which provide the gain of the amplifier as 10k, and these 10k and 10k will give you a gain of 2 Hz, and this cutoff frequency is 79 Hz. To verify this, I just apply an input signal of 1 volt at the input signal of 1 Hz. Applied an input signal of 1 volt VRMS at the frequency of 9 Hz at the input side. Now I will verify its output, which is at the pin number 6 of the op-amp. You can see that I just connected the output at the pin number 6. Now I will verify its frequency response by changing the frequency of the input signal. I am changing the frequency of the input signal using the function generator. You know that I have designed this high pass filter for a cutoff frequency of 79 Hz. So I will start with the low frequency of 10 Hz. When I apply an input frequency of 10 Hz, the output voltage is very low, that is 41 millivolts, and you know that the gain of this amplifier is 2 volt, and while here the output voltage is very low. As we will increase the frequency from 20 Hz, now if I increase the frequency to 20 Hz, then the output voltage will minute increase, that 174 millihertz. If we further increase the frequency to 30 Hz, the output voltage will increase further. This is showing the trend of a high pass filter. If we increase the frequency near the cutoff frequency, that is 79 Hz, now I am taking it as a 70 Hz, then the output voltage is near its maximum value. Now it is near its maximum voltage gain, that is the mid band gain region. If we further increase the frequency beyond cutoff frequency 100 Hz, then the output voltage will increase. Now it is in the mid-band gain region. If we further increase the frequency to 150 Hz, the output voltage will remain almost the same. This shows that after the cutoff frequency the output voltage will remain the same, and it will show the trend of high pass filters.